Hello, folks of Speed Gaming 2. We are just about ready to get going here with another race from the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament. This is our fifth race of a pretty packed day. We've had some pretty good races today, so I'm hoping this will be yet another. My name is Baja Blood. I'm joined in the booth here by Tokapa. How you doing, Tokapa?
Oh, just fine this evening. Yeah, we were supposed to be on Speed Gaming 1, but it's okay because this channel is twice as good.
That's what they told us anyways. Tonight we are featuring Lokir versus Link64912. Both in the 0 and 1 matchup here, looking to take their first win of the tournament. And for those who haven't caught any of the other races today, we are into week 2, so we are featuring the even weekly settings. There's going to be a random start, random starting items, and random two-way elevators.
Yeah, and so Lokir has some previous tournament experience, went 2 and 4 in 2021. Link is the newcomer, and so I'd say Lokir the slight favorite, but we really haven't seen enough of Link's play to really know what they're capable of. So.
Yeah, nice doubled up keyword in the seed hash. Love that.
Another Fendrana drift start.
Oh, we love labs. A little bit of an easier start, I think, than the one we saw before. In fact, if anything, I think you're supposed to just immediately turn around here.
Right in front of a turret. That's so easy.
We're like killing these turrets, but we don't need to.
Just imagine you just wake up and be like, "Yep, that's a turret."
Yep. Hydra is right behind us. We can't do anything on Observatory right now, so there's really no point in continuing. Yep. Look, yeah, I mean, I get like not immediately making that connection when you're faced with 3 turrets that like we can't actually go forwards, but yeah, the answer was actually just to leave the whole time.
I mean, this isn't much better. This isn't much better. It's also got a turret and it's got Angie Space Pirates.
Yep, there is our Morph Ball in Hydra. Yeah, this room not free. We don't have a ton of health. We just used all of our missiles opening up that Morph Ball. Yeah, look, you're taking it nice and safe here. Link as well. Alright, nice missile drop there on Lokir's side, so at least something to deal with these Space Pirates, more than Charge Beam. Thank God for Charge Beam. People who shuffle it are mad people. Although I think one of our presets later in this tournament does have it, so I do gotta get used to that. Alright, Lokir is the first to leave, has a bit of a health advantage here too for this one last fight. Yeah, these are really spicy starts.
Yeah. So far, we've had some races. This is day 1 of round 2, and it feels like we've already experienced several. It feels like we've already experienced a week.
Yeah.
How these races have gone. We've had we almost had a Thardus pure hallway, but that Thardus did have an important item. Let's see, we've had one race won by Exoskip. We've had one race where it was canceled because of technical issues. So today's been his experience.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it, trying to catch as many of these as I can. So, yeah, we gotta clear with these pirates to get out of labs. We're gonna have a one-shot attempt at getting the Ruined Courtyard item. If we fall, we will not be able to get it. It's not in logic yet. It does require a space jump to get, so we're not in any danger of like soft locking the seed if we fail the trick. But we'll see if either runner tries to get this. Ooh, that was a spooky fight there on Link's side. Down to 9 health, but we stayed alive, and that's what matters. That is a map station, not a save. Yep. Which I feel like forgot that map station existed until I started playing Bingo sometimes. So Lokir does seem interested in trying to get this item here. Let's see if they can pull it off here.
It almost feels like they're trying to get to the save station.
Oh yeah, that's too.
But yeah, I don't know if there's a dash there.
Yeah, really I don't think it's possible to do that without space jump or using Morph Ball. you have to use that kind of momentum canceling that you get when you initiate a morph to be able to get in there. That space jump.
That is my understanding. Now, what's interesting here is that they started with supers and wave, which when you have supers in this sort of area, mid-Fendrana, you're kind of thinking, well, if I get thermal and a few other things, it might be directing me towards Stardust. But the way Randomania works is that it's sort of like, don't blow up those boxes, Lokir. Is that it basically, once it sort of uses the supers, and they use the supers to get that morph ball, and now Randomania is sort of focusing more on the morph.
Right. Any check unlocked by the morph, whether or not it also needs supers, is going to be equally weighted.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying that we did just get Spider. I'm pretty sure Fence Shoreline's got that or upgraded so that you now need space jump to go over there to the lighthouse. I mean, I think that Scandash got promoted to intermediate. Oh, look here. Gotta get out of there before this. Shegoth has words with you. There we go.
Yeah. I remember a race very, very long ago that wanted us to get there. Or no, I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of a different bug. I'm thinking of an actual bug in the program that wanted us to go over there.
A really spicy Ice Runes West here. It is definitely possible to take 20 damage here. We don't really have any good way of dealing with this Shegoth.
Just run.
Run for your life! Perfect strategy. I imagine we're going to see an immediate drop down to that save station in Shorelines here, which I heartily approve of. Our lovely giant Ridley flyby cutscene, having picked up the Fen Canyon item.
Is this the second or third seed where they've had to say where we've had to get out of Canyon without SJ? Because it seems like it's happening commonly, but it seems like not a lot of people are 100% aware of how to get out. Or they have different ideas, or you saw Link using a dash to get over to the right side while Lokir going for the boxes.
Ooh, hello bombs.
Oh my.
I'm gonna make a bull. So this sucks. Lokir doesn't have missiles, and everything here requires missiles to kill.
Oh my god, you're right.
So I don't know how we get to Ice Runes East right now. Huh.
Wow, it's just.
So I would check the elevator first, but yeah, save warp might be kind of required.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, you can't blow this up with charge, but wow, that's bad. that's quite unfortunate.
Possible the seed has enough. The seed has enough room to keep us in Fen. I'm not sure that the elevator is guaranteed to be good, because it could be plasma here in Ice Runes East that unlocks like the bombs and space jump or something, and then we're kind of that gives us like Ice Temple, and then all you need is thermal, and you can get to Thardus. Ice Runes East is in logic. You just needed a missile to open it up from the bottom.
Yeah. And yeah, save warping is not in logic, but Ice Runes East is definitely in logic.
Or this is space jump. Why is this space jump? Rune Courtyard has something. That is the only thing that unlocks, actually.
Well, they still haven't checked the elevator, so...
True. Yeah. When the seed is
I
this heavy with progression, I usually assume the elevator is bad. Kind of my same approach when I play like an Echo Seed. I just like wait until I get a translator, and then I assume I'm supposed to leave, because usually that's how it kind of goes. So like if I ever see a Varia, then I assume, oh, okay, it's a Magmore elevator, and I'm supposed to leave now. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Looks like Lokir gonna try for courtyard again.
This should be a really good sequence break, because I think this is very likely to be plasma.
Well,
Streak bets!
yeah.
Or not streak bets, flicker
we've
bets.
seen that. Oh, gonna try again. All right.
Oh boy,
yeah,
we've seen this stash before. This is not fun. Okay, look, you're bailing. So yeah, Link gonna be taking a bit of an early lead here, just on the back of having one extra missile, or one missile drop before like heading down. Or I guess maybe the difference was Link didn't save immediately. Oh, okay. Potential death, interesting. Yeah, it was indeed plasma. So that gives us our bombs. So now we have Chapel and Chozo Ice Temple available to us. I don't think we actually look. Did we look at this item yet here in Ice Ruins West? This one. Oh, come on. Show me the thermal. Show me the thermal. Let's go fight Rothardus.
I remember one of the things I said that I wanted out of this round was to have Thardus hallway, and like I mentioned, we almost had it, but that Thardus actually had Warrior Suit. So maybe today we get Thardus hallway.
I still never really got to see what's in Lighthouse, but Link is interested in it. Alright, look here. Finally has missiles. Just needs to leave labs yet again. I don't think there's a way to get missiles in Shorelines without missiles, or like being in a later layer where the Sheegoths have spawned. I could be wrong. And like maybe the elevator does actually give us somewhere that we can farm. It's not like it's not guaranteed that the elevator is useless. I just think it's likely.
Well, the problem. Yeah, the problem. Yeah, I don't believe the Flicker Bats drop anything.
Yeah, the Flicker Bats are there. Morph! So yeah, my recommendation always with that trick is morph on top, roll off the side, and then unmorph once you get below the top platform. And that works for me pretty well. Just more missiles in Chozo Ice Temple. I think we are reduced to Chapel here, or following that elevator. Boost here would be pretty spicy, actually, because that sends us back to labs. I do not have a good strat for that upper room heading to Ice Ruins East. I always get hit by those enemies. Alright, Lokir gets CSJ, and then needs to backtrack. And not thrilled about this. Oh shoot, I missed it. What was here?
It was ice.
It's ice!
Yeah, so we are going to start with all three beams and have a lot of the world to us.
Alright, my new prediction is like a far Chozo elevator? Probably something ice locked. Could be FCS. Oh, Lokir's gonna find out for us.
I'm wondering if what the worst possible elevator could be.
Upper tree hall, and then we only get the one check, and it sends us back into Fen.
I was thinking that, but they don't have X-ray, so that's not in logic.
FCS. Oh, right, you're right.
FCS is actually pretty good. So they get
yeah, I mean, if I find all four beams, first thing I want to do is get my artifact hints, and presto, there you go. So this could be very jet. Kind of depends on what of these other rando items that we need to find. Because it also could be very cursed. Because now anything you're looking for can be like anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I think Lokir is trying to get him some drop so they can get that E-tank. Or he can get that E-tank, I should say. Yep.
E-tanks are nice, yep.
Well, after what he's been doing. Yeah, so having all beams this early, it's really like you have to figure that it's gonna come down to whose decision works out correctly, and yeah, you can't do anything that way yet. Okay. Too many steps ahead.
Alright, yep, gotta go back to courtyard. Grab that plasma, right? Yeah. We've got one of the classic back and forth all over shoreline starts. But ice was behind every single other beam to get us into this FCS elevator in shorelines. And so we're kind of rolling pretty well here on the progression train. Oops. Good thing we got that E-tank. It's a missile in FCS.
Now, after Link picks up these, they're gonna go check the elevators, and it's gonna present. Hopefully, it's gonna present with them with a very interesting choice.
Yeah, these seeds are really interesting to route. I'm very curious to see what the artifact, if they're all like distributed across regions, or if there's like one kind of main place we gotta go next. A lot depends on what these two elevators we have free access to here in Talon are as well.
Yeah, hopefully they're not both Far Chozo.
Oh no.
Which would mean not much of a choice at all. And now Link presented with a very interesting choice indeed.
Ooh, PBs are nice. We've had some surprisingly like surprising powerbomb difficulties in some of these seeds where like the expansions just haven't been showing up and the mains are buried. So that's actually a really nice find to have that available to us. Thermal does put cargo freight in logic, yep. Classic dev-intended troll right after you pick up Ice Beam and follow the natural series of Ice Beam doors next to you.
So dev intended that it was a trick and Bash just ran it because nobody wanted to do it.
Nice load times. We love Artifact Temple. Alright, look, you're on pace for this Ice Beam now. So, a few minutes behind. But there's definitely some amount of seed left. Maybe a lot, maybe a little. Look, here would probably prefer a lot to be able to have some more time to make up some ground here. Alright, we've had some debate today about whether to read hints immediately, but this is inarguable that you need to read them now. Or at least before you get to these elevators.
I mean, I'm 100% a read hints instantly. And I think there's a couple seeds today that have shown the importance, I think, of that, but... Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, we got a couple free ones and PCA. Yikes.
I think it would be quite interesting to see this speed end up coming down to X-ray. We haven't seen one come down to X-ray yet because it's usually that's the only thing it's. Omega Pirate is the only thing X-ray is required for. Hard required, I should say.
Yeah, it is logically, at least, it is locking like all of lower mines past MQA and beyond.
Yeah.
So at least we know we don't have to look for it down there. Then there's a couple one-offs, like Great Tree Chamber as you mentioned earlier.
Well, there's one of your mines elevators.
Link, gonna scout her out for other options first, or at least, I mean, we can pick up the root cave artifact here while we're here. Oop.
I'm looking at the list now, and I realize half of the artifacts are in something access, and now I'm suddenly curious how many accesses are total in the game.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost like just like a quirk of how Retro designed the game with like rooms where we can only have one big room loaded at a time, so they like made all these tunnels mostly to give the game time to unload a big room and load a different big room. Lots of accesses as a result.
Boy. Well,
back to Thardis.
Yeah, that's very
Hmm.
strongly suggesting.
I am not happy with those elevators if I'm the runner. So I want to go to Chozo. Chozo has lots of checks and it has half of our artifacts.
Yeah.
Which almost makes me want to go. Yeah, I mean your progression's here right then, huh? Because we can't logically do anything in PCA because we don't have power bombs or BBC, sorry. So our next progression is here in Farfen or on Thardis or in labs. I would have somewhat of like an inkling to want to just like breeze through mines and go see where main quarry goes and hopefully find like Chozo.
I think that's the play I would opt for, but I also think checking I think Link most.
Yeah, it's tricky because like
likely gonna check Farfen and then loop around labs since they can get enough Thardis from the front way.
Because like the gamble you're making that is like your next progression is main PBs and it's somewhere here and nothing else is here, and then you're supposed to go follow the power bombs. And like sometimes that works, and sometimes actually something else was placed first, or multiple things just happen to get dropped here in Fen, and then you're actually leaving pretty important things behind.
Yeah, I agree with that, Sam. I think Research Core Peak makes sense when you're only looking for a small handful of things, but you're likely to come back there anyway. Makes more sense to do bar first.
Just a missile down there. Yeah, we're really pigeonholed by these elevators this seed. Like having both of our Fen elevators go to early Talon and the other early Talon go to mines means like we don't get access to Magmor or Chozo until we either go through Frigate or go through mines. And so that's what like makes me a little more inclined to like just drive through mines right now. Like I generally agree that like we would prefer to have X-ray before going to mines so that we can just like be done with it. But the seed is kind of making that hard. Yes, no reason to go down. And like the nice thing about knowing that Shaft's an artifact is that like removes one of the few chances of like X-ray being down there. I guess it could still be Sendina, in which case that's a really awful location for an X-ray here. Yeah, that thermal's interesting. I don't quite know what to make of it. I guess it is kind of suggesting that the next thing is on TARDIS, because that's really the only thing it opened up with now that we know more about these elevators.
Like Link wasn't quite sure how to get up Andromed's Edge without gravity, or sorry, without grapple beam. Having a little bit of trouble there. It's also possible that you might just want to save, just in case.
Saying, yeah.
Lokir,
I mean, a
Lokir
save
having
will
the
just like
double
put
take.
you in labs. I guess maybe it's a faster way to clear labs than. I guess it depends where you want to go. Yeah, Link a bit undecisive here.
Yeah, and that often happens with when you're in random elevators because you have to add additional processing power to thinking about how to get anywhere.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, gravity is a very interesting find too. If I see gravity, then I assume that I'm supposed to go through Purgate for the elevators there. But yeah, I do kind of like the idea of... man, do I? TARDIS is like the single most likely thing to have anything, I think, here right now. But gosh, it's still, even with that, since we have so much else we can do in fact, it's hard to want to immediately go to it. You're having a bit of trouble with his root cave dash.
I'm always a proponent of never use TARDIS.
It is slow. Yeah.
Sometimes that's where it's pointing you. Yeah. This dash can be quite tricky, and I'm not even sure I would prioritize this, given that we know that only one of these has possibility of progression. Does finally get it. Hopefully won't have any trouble.
Now that I'm like thinking about it, I honestly like have no idea what grapple is required for to do. Do you need grapple to just do Farfen at all if you don't have grab?
I think that I want to say the dash in Hunter Cave is beginner because it probably should be, but as far as getting up Fentorna's Edge, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like all the grapple logic checks is like literally all of them except vanilla grav, right? And then similarly, so that means nothing can be here except a vanilla gravity, which is kind of unlikely. Yeah, that like might not have occurred to me.
Yeah. I mean, just because something, is or is not in logic doesn't mean that it can't have something, because we're still missing Boost Ball, we're still missing Varia, Phazon.
Yeah, but being able to rule out like we don't actually. What do we have? So we have like 5 checks in labs. We have TARDIS. Is that it? We have cargo freight. Oh, cargo freight is disgusting here too. So like actually being able to rule out these 5 checks is like a decent fraction of what we have. Ooh, Lokir committing to TARDIS. I am intrigued.
I think Lokir definitely thinking along the lines of having gotten the thermal and...
Wait, is that X-ray and grav chamber? Oh my gosh. Alright, Link, do you know your strats? This is not a free escape here.
Is it?
Or was it upper?
Just back.
Oh, it's upper. Oh, does he know this jump is also not free? Neither of these items are free with this equipment. They are both obtainable.
Yeah. The thing of this is that if you don't know it, it's very likely to be... It's not something that's easy to figure out on the fly. And if you mess it up, there's a very decent chance you'll end up in the drink.
Yeah, and then you're forced to do the entire grabless escape, which is quite slow if you're not practiced at it. You can save this decently if you morph towards the wall. If you miss it and start to fall.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Link not quite realizing that this needs to be I believe this needs to be an R jump. At some point.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they're L jumping because I don't see the reticle going away at all. Oop.
Oh, and you're in the drink.
Woof. And this might be. Ooh, when have they saved?
They did save in Frost Cave.
Oh, they
Did
here.
they? Did they?
I thought they just like opened the save station.
Yeah, they opened it. Yeah, they definitely opened it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember if they actually saved.
I think they might have realized that the save is too far away and they want to try to escape here. So yeah, underwater slope jumps. If you ride a...
you do not want to try and figure out on the fly.
Yeah. This is very good to know.
Especially the second one. You really kind of have to be in a precise position to get the second one.
Suddenly angry rock noises. Tracker's reminding us that TARDIS exists. Switching the music over. Okay, we're up one stage. This is... Wait, what? Is this the right? Oh, no, he was in the right spot. Yeah, grapple here would not surprise me at all, honestly.
Yeah, they're close to the right position.
And I personally really like to look at the wall that I'm trying to slope off of. Like, making sure you hit that seam dead on is like super important to getting good height here. Or
Yeah,
like,
it
or hitting
tends
this.
to take me at least a couple tries to get in the right position.
Mm-hmm. TARDIS was not the answer. So then what? What do we have? We have labs. We have cargo freight.
Yeah, like I said, this is not somewhere you want to be trying to figure this out on the fly. Try the dash one more time. Ooh, nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of trouble with that dash.
Second PB is pretty nice. Definitely helpful when traversing mines. And we do need to make that lower mines loop at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure how long ago Link saved. Like, this could end up being... Oh, they got it! Nicely done, Link.
All right. And now we're back to this.
Yeah.
Or not.
Gonna leave it behind.
I guess feeling that it's not worth the risk. Maybe going back to Frost Cave to make a save. But
That's tough. Is this... That is just go mode, though. Oh, it's so hard to walk away from that. But if you're not confident with the trick, then yeah, that is really punishing. Tough situation. All right, where's Lokir off to? It's back to Talon.
they did go back. He did go back to Talon, but now he's going back down the elevator.
Oh.
Or up the elevator, if you prefer the destination as opposed to the source.
This way again? What's over here?
Maybe going through mines. Labs front way?
Okay,
Nope,
turning around.
Yep, just the usual indecision. Just, So, if Lokir is able to get that X-ray, that's going to be humongous. especially depending on where grapple is, because we know it's not in lower mines at least.
Yeah. But like, if main PBs are in labs, then like the whole seed opens up, because we're gonna get access to a new elevator in PPC, and at that point, it's pretty much guaranteed we're gonna get Chozo/Magmor access. So like, at that point, you've gone from a hunt where you know the item to a hunt where it can be anywhere again, and your opponent might not need to do that second part, and that's really a tough position to be in.
I mean, you can't play to... You can't play so precisely to what your opponent is doing. Like, you maybe have a vague idea of where they're going, but...
Yeah, and like neither of you, like, I don't know if I doubt either of these runners knows each other well enough to like know what tech they do and don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even 100% certain that Lokir does that strat. I think he does. But I know from talking to Lokir, he has not had as much time to practice for this tournament as he might have liked. Alright, Link thinking about the artist, maybe? Or one in you. Was that an attempt at the Qmon dash earlier? Is that what happened?
I did not. It looks like...
Oh yeah, I don't
that's-
think you want to go off the artist himself.
know that works.
Yeah, the scan point uses this spider track over here that he's kind of looking at. Oh, no, behind him now. Alright. More angry rock noises. Fortunately, we know this will not pay off.
Yeah, we know Mary.
Alright, Lokir has finished at least half of this climb. Now just one little slope jump away, or can head up and do an R jump. Yeah, this was my preferred method until I actually started to get comfortable with that slope jump, because you really do not want to fall once you're up this high in the room.
I mean, I would say that slope jump is scary, but honestly, I get scared even doing that R jump.
Mm-hmm.
I've fallen down there before, and yeah, that's enough to make me freak out every time I go over that gap.
The thing about it is a little bit unfortunate that Link wasn't able to get that dash before this fight, because having two PBs here does actually save a decent chunk of time. Being able to get rid of the first two rocks as well as the last one. I'm a little surprised, so I haven't like timed this or anything, but I feel like bombing the first two rocks has to be better than bombing the last one. Maybe I'm wrong. Chat can contradict me. You can contradict me. But it just seems like skipping two phases
I'm in the
is
same
better.
boat. I think that's correct, but not 100% sure.
Yeah, last rock has more health, but like you don't have to like wait for him to roll twice and all that stuff.
If Reggie says it, I trust Reggie.
Yeah. But yeah, I've noticed that over time that like there isn't consistency with that when folks have one PB. Some people bomb the first and some don't.
And here we go.
All right, look here. So yeah, you got a slope jump into R jump here. Not easy. But Lokir is aware at least of the method of avoiding. Oh no, doesn't work. Never mind. Yeah, so what you get it. So the R jump faces you towards the wall, which is what you want, and then all you need to do is morph and get that momentum canceling thing that we were talking about earlier in the ruined courtyard. Ooh, the missile, but at what cost? Grabbing that item sets some layers in Hunter Cave and Frozen Pike makes flying pirates in them.
Yeah, it's not like the worst thing, but
yeah. Especially with this health, though, you like do feel obliged to fight the flying pirates, and it does take more time than the base layer enemies. Lokir's up 1 level. Does Lokir remember this? Like, when's the last time Lokir's done this? Might have been months and months and months ago.
Oh boy, Link, gotta be careful.
I cannot see the actual health number thanks to
It
Thar's
was
spawn.
7.
7! Oh dear.
Yeah, 7.
We're almost
0,
done.
7.
We saved the power bomb here too, so all we need to do is like not bump into his fist, which I do sometimes when he's doing his tantrum here.
Yeah.
And then a PB will do it.
Like they're going.
Don't run into him.
Yeah.
That might have been too
Alright.
early.
No, that
Oh,
was
good. Okay. Whew.
Yeah. Once the lightning starts going.
Yeah, I didn't see the lightning start, so. Okay. That was a very clutch fight there from Link. Nicely done. Lokir might be pulling up a video, which is perfectly acceptable. You are allowed to look up strats and database and all that kind of stuff during a race.
Yeah.
But Lokir, I think, is in a similar position where it is too costly to reset out of this.
I definitely did not see the mouse click back into that.
Yeah, it would not surprise. Like, I know Lokir has like done this and knows this. There we go. That's the rock you want. But it has probably been quite some time since he's executed this. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, it has the fundamentals of the underwater jumping. Just, yeah, it's really important for these to know exactly where the slope is the steepest that you have access to. This one's, yeah, kind of behind us here.
Link going for mines at this point? Not even bothering with labs. Of course, for all we know, it's just like all the other times we said something and oh nope.
It
Looks
could
like they're committing.
theoretically still be a cargo freight play.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, labs I think is mines I think is a somewhat reasonable gamble to just push on through, hope that you only missed PBs in labs, which especially now that we've done Thardis and scouted Farfen, like it's not super likely that more than PBs is there. Now, famous last words. Who knows what else we might end up finding, but I think it's a reasonable gamble to try to skip. Cut that part of the logic chain out.
Yeah, and it's true that it's possible that they may feel behind after struggles in gravity chamber.
And like if you do get super punished, I mean honestly, actually, I kind of like this route. You go do cargo freight. If it's Garbo, then you save warp and you're right in labs to go do that next.
That's actually, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, if it works out that way. Of course, for all we know, it's going to be gravity there, and then you're forced to push through.
But I'm pretty happy with the gravity there too. Gives me the elevators and like almost any elevator. Well, we don't have Varia, so I guess we could come across a Magmore elevator, which is kind of a dead end. But at this point, there's so many elevators that open up a ton of checks for us if we can get to them.
Going back.
Gravity Chamber. It is certainly one of the rooms of Metroid Prime.
Yeah, that can be the difficulty with getting up there. It feels like you're so close, and then you end up sliding off the geometry and... into the water.
Oop. Oh, that looked good. Damn. Alright, welcome to Mines. Population 1 E-Tank. We always love it. Yeah, we are at a logic here. Do need mains to do anything. At this point, I think mains just have to be somewhere in labs, unless they're in cargo freight. So yeah, we didn't do the cargo freight play, which is a little bit I don't know. It's one check and it is awfully slow. But it is one of the few logical checks we have left, and it's behind thermal, which is the thing we found last. Yeah, Link definitely taking his time, sucking those pirates from way up here. Wanting to preserve health. But this room isn't the most dangerous, and we can refill pretty easily if we take a little bit of damage. And we get any tank anyways. Nice. Now the game of can we get a power bomb drop? We need one to continue onwards here. I need a PB. Yep.
Deja vu, I have been in this place before.
And no luck from the top. We do have some crates below us. We can reload the room using PCA if we don't want to climb all the way back up, which is nice. Not everybody knows that, but if you press yourself up against the bars that block you from getting the item, that does get you far enough to start loading elite quarters, which will mean this room will reload when you come back. Otherwise, you're forced to climb all the way up and out of here, which is not fun either. Yep. Yeah, you can reload this from PCA, which is actually pretty nice sometimes. And in fact, is what probably you should be doing here.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't know that. So it doesn't
It's not
surprise me.
super common.
It doesn't
that
surprise
it's-
me. The link doesn't either.
Yeah, not super common that comes up. I think this was from back in the day when those days are still today, but I hate this climb. So I am not climbing out of here to reload this stupid room. So I think I was just trying anything to get the room to reload it, and it did end up working.
Yeah. If this were vanilla elevators, I'd be more inclined to make the climb because you know that guaranteed drop is up there.
True. Yep.
But it's not.
Lokir looking up this video now too. Honestly, like the time you save by pulling the string.
Okay, still dry.
Yeah, the time save here is so much that. Oh, gosh.
Oh, that was.
Is he not? I'm like, wondering if he's not holding into the platform when he's getting up there for that last little bit.
I think the thing is, after you've taken a dip, especially twice, you start to get a little bit more cautious.
Yep.
And so you're not, I guess, I'm not sure what the right way to put it is, but you're not committing as hard as you need to be.
Oh no, back in the drink. Yeah, that is going a bit more outward stops you from bonking into any of the wall stuff, which will delete all your speed. But yeah, for the reasons Scottish mentioned, that is really spooky when you're afraid of getting punished by this. Now, at least, Lokir has refreshed himself on the this escape, so hopefully will not be as severe of a time loss as last time.
I think Lokir is doing a little sunk cost fallacy, emphasis on sunk.
It's so hard to give up on this. Grapple can be anywhere. Well, I say that. What if grapple is in labs to unlock PBs? Like, no, we've seen all the Farfetch stuff now, so that's not true. That could have been true on Link's side, but not on Lokir's.
Yeah.
I forgot that we've actually seen every check in Farfetch now. Yeah, grapple doesn't do anything for us anymore. Is Link still not gotten a power bomb?
Desperately trying to get a power bomb. Oh,
this game is bullying our runners today.
I lost my last race in 2020 to this exact room.
All right, give these two a follow. They are persevering in the face of some very mean Randomizer content here. Hey, we get one. All right, we are free to go. A lot of people hate on that last slope jump in Gravity, but I honestly think the second one is the worst. This is the one that gives you the
I
most
think
trouble
that
as
I think
well.
that little map opening was Lokir's little way of going. Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, the first is the worst. Interesting. Full diversity of opinions. Link, substantial that I've never seen before. Is this a thing? What? That would be sick. I don't know if that works, but that would be sick.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but yeah. Bold attempt. And okay, Lokir did reset.
It's the last missile in just as the AI activates there on the pirate. And yeah, there's no reason to go down, I think, at this point. Well, famous last words. I mean, we get an artifact, right? But, like, you're forcing yourself to save warp unless, like, it's exactly boost and send Dyna.
I mean, it's a risk, but it might be the same thing you were saying earlier about save warping back to labs for all.
True,
that's what you're committing to.
Yep. But yeah, but for me, like, most of the interest in ever coming to Mines was actually just to go through it and leave. So it's a bit stranger to me. Like, doing the cargo freight check and then save warping, to me, seems a bit more, like, coherent routing-wise.
No, Sam, the start was in whatever the room after Research Lab Hydra is.
Yeah, this may be an example of prioritizing a little bit too hard grabbing this artifact early. Because, like, it doesn't do us that much good, right? We need to come back for Fungal Hall Axis and OP, and we're never getting OP while we're down here, because we know where X-Ray is, if it's not here. Start was Hydra. Yeah, the room, like, after Hydra and Labs. So it's like, when
getting a power bomb drop.
Wow.
Oh, and they actually lost.
Playing favorites.
Yeah, they lost their second expansion because of that reset.
Oh, true.
Which also means that they lost having done Thardis, which probably won't make too big of a difference, but if for whatever reason you end up wanting to go back that way.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, because, like, both your Fen elevators kind of go to the same place. Yeah. So it's just fine to forevermore just go out the front of labs now. There's probably some times where it would have been faster to, like, go through Thardis' room. And I think I've seen Lokir pull off the Thardis skip before. Could always attempt that, but doesn't seem super worth when we have a perfectly good other way into Talon again. Lokir heading into Mines now. Neither runner interested in clearing out labs, even though it's right by our start. It's like a play that probably also would have made.
Link,
it's interesting to me that both of them chose.
Link, I got bad news for you.
Oh no.
Unless you want to attempt one of the worst dashes in the game.
Wait, what sets this layer? I'm surprised the Elite Pirate isn't here. Huh. Did he not get far enough to unload this room? No, but the pirates are here, so he did. Huh.
Yeah. Well, today we learned.
Yep. Or maybe he never actually unloaded it and the pirates are there just because he didn't kill them first time. Or did he kill them first time? I don't know. Strange.
If he got it, if they got into Sendine, they would have been reloaded.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He saw the send item. You know, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it might be just grabbing the item. Like finding all the map stations. Yeah, we do got to do the maze if you actually you just have to do the maze to get out of here. Unfortunate.
And that's where having that sort of experience comes in handy, because you know that if you're going into lower mines without boost, you're committed.
Does the map station not tell you the elevators in Prime? I kind of assumed it did. It certainly does that in Echoes. Oh, that is a future thing? Okay.
I was under the impression that that had already been implemented a while ago, but we saw it. Yeah, we saw it Cosmo demonstrate today that it is not. So
Need a PB. Gosh, really would be nice to have had that.
well, you can usually get it. You can frequently get one from the boxes in there. So
yeah. But not today.
Not this time. Does Lokir know about the secret boxes in the whatever that room is called?
Oh,
there's one.
wow.
Just a missile though, behind there.
Yes, in the room between the quarry and the elevator, there are some little hidden boxes that you can shoot from like inside the cat or outside the cat. Well, from within the catwalk, and they're like way on the outside of the room. But they're like 2 crates with I think is it 50 or 33% chance of power bombs? It's like good. I mean, we say that, but you can burn through 100 health pretty quickly in this maze.
Yeah, I've definitely never seen anyone die in the maze in a tourney race. Not a single person. Definitely not someone I am friends with.
Alright. We have escaped. Meanwhile, Lokir has found Sun Tower. So we have approximately all the checks.
Yeah, and Reggie would know. Like I said before, if Reggie says it, I trust him. So
yeah, what can't we do? We can't do magma pool. And like training chamber. We can do literally everything else in Chozo.
thick flamethrower location.
Nice. Correct, Audra. Yeah, so the quarry elevator did give us Chozo access heading to Sun Tower. Logically, that is still locked by power bombs, but at this point, I am guessing Link is going to find them pretty soon here. Interestingly, Thardus was like almost a hallway this seed because we're logically still supposed to be doing labs backwards. I guess we could have routed through Talon, huh? Yeah, we could have routed through Talon. So we didn't need to fight Thardus for that. Alright. Hopefully we can find crap for too long here.
You almost got nudged out of that by Beetle.
We can have another go at this observatory dash. This is a very good trick to know, but it is not free. It's kind of the first test of like actually being able to like dash pretty good in this game, because it is required to have a decent dash here to get across. work on your minimal frame, possible B presses, good L release timing, slightly earlier than usual space jump. Link might be space shipping too late. You are playing for height here a lot.
Yeah, and they also need to let go of the scan.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Almost makes me wonder. I wonder if Link has played more echoes than Prime with the R dashing, because it is a common technique in echoes that like I personally had to kind of unlearn. Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of places in this game where R dashing is like kind of just as good. It's just like you're giving up some flexibility of movement because of the limited influence. But if that, oh no,
yeah, that's gotta be an R jump for sure.
that was an interesting dash there on Lokir's, but it worked out. One of those where, yeah, doing that as an R jump would have been a problem because bonked into something. But we were able to salvage it. And Randomania's favorite room. What is in Tower of Light today? And just as a reminder, Tower of Light, to get to Tower Chamber, still does require a gravity suit. It is planned to change that, but it has not been implemented in 5.8 yet. So we will keep you updated of the logic and or any other changes that affect beginner logic if we get a new Randomania version during the tournament. But yeah, important to remember that this is one of the few things that gravity suit can point to when you find it. One more dash. Oh no.
Oh.
Did Lokir press R there? I kind of think he did. Lokir, also a fellow Echoes enthusiast, coming over here to the Prime scene. May have also brought bad habits with the no-no button. There we go. And what do we got? Just a missile.
Now, I think we saw Lokir doing this last week too. Seemingly not aware that you pretty much just walk into it when you walk into it in the front, and it's free. But
I guess
it still works. It's just, well, maybe it's like quarter and not free.
Yeah, the only other way we ever get access to anything is if Gravity Suit was available somewhere. So, like, Gravity could be in Cargo Freight, Gravity could be in here in Labs, and if so, we can go through Frigate, and we'll get 2 more elevators. Oh, 1 more elevator, I suppose, because we don't have Boost. Yeah, I'm, like, under the assumption that mains are in Labs, or Cargo Freight, or otherwise something that opens only a few things gives us mains. I could be entirely wrong, though. It could be Gravity, I guess. And actually, the seed wanted us to go through Frigate. But yeah, we can backtrack. We can kind of loop around using Talon or using Thardis's room. We can loop around and do labs backwards, and that solves all this problem with the Observatory Dash. And in fact, is the logical way we're expected to get all these items. Because that Observatory Dash is more difficult than we expect runners to be able to complete these seeds.
Did the Lokir check vault? I think he heard.
Oh, he's tapped into you.
Yeah.
that was incredible timing.
I mean, it's
That's true. It's
Yeah,
this room is
just a reminder
can
that
be
it is
easy to.
just a reminder that it is against the rules to listen to speed gaming commentary while racing. Not that I'm accusing Lokir of that, because it happened so instantaneously. It's not possible for him to have heard me. But
Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, we're not going to be seeing presumably magma pool checks here. I guess Lokir could go for it, but it's kind of spooky with his health. And it's not in logic, so. Actually, wait. Yeah, right. Like, because all we need is grapple puts magma pool on logic, and grapple is really the only thing we care about.
Grapple and Varia.
Magmore's deleted, right? Nothing's gonna be in Magmore.
He did. Yeah, he did find the one elevator.
Yeah, I mean, well, Magmar with an odd number of elevators, yeah, you're always gonna have access to it, even in like unchecked. But
yeah, it could be deleted in the sense of not having anything in it.
Mm-hmm. Phazon and Magmar would be interesting with a really late Varia suit. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah. Of course, it's also possible we could end up at Ridley with no suits whatsoever to get that hint.
Oh yeah. Is that
do have
cutscene broken with power suit as well?
I believe so. Because it's based on the whatever those things are called, the shoulder thingies.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, because I believe, unless I'm misremembering, we have access to all of our artifacts.
Yeah, only thing
at least access once we get the relevant items.
Right. Yeah, once we get X-ray.
But
boost is a good find. That'll save us several minutes against Ridley, as well as open up some checks for us around. All right, and Link making the frigate play, I think. Nope, not making the frigate play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, they came out of the FCS elevator, and they're looping around Kumon, probably. Oh, this could be a mines play again. Could follow in Lokir's footsteps here. Oh yeah, everything here in Chozo is relatively late in the logic. And, you know, all this is locked behind either PBs or Grav. So we're out of logic here in Chozo. But, like, we have some PBs. We don't super care about gravity usually. So the runners are, I think, probably perfectly content knowing that they've skipped one or both of those.
Yeah, right now both runners just in anti-mirror cat mode, which is, please, for the love of God, give me grapple.
And I have a feeling both of them are going to be practicing that upper gravity strat after this race, seeing how much time that could have saved this seed. It's tough, you know, especially if you're kind of limited on your practice time. Like there's a lot of just like little strats like that you know, if you haven't done them in a while, they kind of fade away a bit, and you never know which ones are going to come up at any given seed. All right, Link is back in mines, so this will send us to Chozo, be able to find all the progression that Lokir's been starting to find here. All meaning boost and flamethrower and some artifacts.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lokir did opt not to check through elite research, so there's a possibility there could be something interesting. Either security, Tipo A.
Yeah, Lokir also passed up on the chance to do plant when it was somewhat reasonable. So we'll be isolating those checks as well, which are in the same pseudo logic as everything else in this area.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame Lokir for like checking the elevator and then seeing Chozo and being like, "Yeah, I'm going here. I'm not going. I'm done with mines."
Yeah, I mean, upper mines on 1 PB is really bad too. Like if you get trouble with the drops, you're in a pretty tough spot. Maybe 3 PBs to get all the checks there. I guess we've already seen security access A, so it's only 2, but still, that does rely on you getting a drop in mine security station, or you seeing that the item is bad. Zoid, a whole lot of nothing. Didn't get a missile behind, I believe. Ooh, another room where grapple kind of hurting our runners here. Getting all the way up to the top without grapple is somewhat difficult.
We all do, Sam, until we're watching a tournament race, and remember that some people don't actually know how to get up this room without grapple. To be fair,
I don't. Yeah.
I mean,
I would almost be tempted to leave this check for last and just like do it, just like come through waste disposal.
Yeah, getting from the 3rd to the 4th level is not something you really ever would like to do if you can avoid it.
Yeah, you can jump on. So you jump on the railing, and you can jump onto the bit of that like red spider track. But it's very easy to not get enough oomph to get on top of it, or if you do, to immediately walk off and limited influence your way all the way to the bottom of the rim. So, interesting thing here. There's a little railing around the edge of this room. You can just walk across this gap. Looks like Link's gonna attempt a dash.
Okay.
Makes it. Okay.
It's like, look here, you are gonna check that item, right? You can check it pretty easily.
Yep, fortunately, Link does get the dash, so not punished for not knowing about the little standable thing there. Our jump gets you across, but yeah, I think Link not super comfortable with that kind of movement tech. Lokir has interest in Crossway. What is this?
Looked like an E-tank to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair. It's not too much.
A little early on the jump there, I think.
Yeah, can be kind of pain to get
One
yeah,
try.
and I don't blame them for. I don't blame him for giving that one go and no more.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. All right. All builders. We got the 2 checks here. I assume we've already seen the crane here on Lokir's side, but I don't remember what this was. You're welcome off.
Yeah, and also a reminder that it's not actually faster. It's just a meme.
Yep. I do enjoy that, like, well, I don't know. I say that it's like actually probably bad.
Hey, I like a good meme.
It's a good meme, but like, I appreciate the PSA about it though, because like, non-memers don't copy us idiots.
Yeah, imagine just moving the bar down just ever so slightly that you can't actually get through under the wharf.
I will say though that like every once in a while I do like try, or like if I feel like I'm behind, I like don't want to do the secret tunnel meme. But I like, because I never go through that room that way, I like don't know where all the random like stuff that you run into is, and I actually think it is slower for me because I haven't practiced doing that room correctly ever.
I think that's fair. That room has a lot of geometry for some reason. And the camera is like just your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the camera in this game is kind of always your enemy, but especially there.
Thermal visor doing its job here, helping us with these pirates. Looks like Link is aware of the ability to scout this item. It's a very, very nice thing to be able to do. Saves you that precious power bomb. Link is trying to leave, which is not going to work. Door is locked. So it's actually, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. So we can do the elite pirate fight, but checking the upper item is real bad without boost, unless you're really comfortable with that boostless spinner manip. Oh, I don't think anyone's going to blame you on spending some time on a shiny missile.
Yeah.
These things are pretty dang rare.
Yeah, that is the secret, like, 10th tiebreaker. Number of shiny missiles picked up.
I can't believe there was one in my first week seed that I didn't find. Disappointing to me. Alright, Cho's are running out of chances to pay out here. At least anything more than the boost ball. Which actually means, what do we have?
Elevators could go to Life or Great Tree Hall.
Okay, yep, we have some checks there. I guess we have exactly Magmore Workstation if we get one of those 2 elevators.
Yeah, that's enough.
Imagine Varia and Workstation.
Yeah, and
kind of funny.
still have Sun Chamber. So.
True, true. And then there's always the possibility that Cargo Freight or the checks we missed in labs, thinking that they were just PBs, actually had more than just PBs. And if it was Grav there instead of PBs, then this gets very different.
There's Workstation. Hope you're just gonna go check the other elevator just to make sure and to get that information.
Yep, I like doing both while you're here.
I usually like getting this one first, but doesn't really matter that much in the long run. Both Magmar, oh boy. So that means our Great Tree Hall is well, one of them's got to be Workstation, I think.
Okay, so yeah, we will get access to.
And then the other one has to be Lava Lake.
So yeah, Life Grave area is in logic then, as long as power bombs were actually accessible.
Where are we going and what do we need? Well, what we need is let's see, grapple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As soon as Lokir gets grappled, he's gonna go back and get X-ray.
Yeah, so the very high level is we need 6 artifacts and we need Phazon Suit to be able to beat the game. Yeah. We know that to get one of those artifacts we need X-ray, and we know to get X-ray we need grapple. So there's a long chain of things we're trying to look for here. And then there's a number of other items that open checks up elsewhere that may or what?
Yeah, I think that getting these is... I could see skipping them, but...
So, Grav is available. Please don't tell me it's Gravity and Cargo Freight. Because Gravity and Cargo Freight could dump you out of this elevator here, the other Workstation elevator, and then you get your mains. Wow.
Oh boy.
PB expansions are not logical. Well, so... you are never expected to lay a power bomb until you have your mains. From there, if anything requires more power bombs than your mains give you, expansions can be used to make up the difference. Same with missiles. So like Tower of Light requires 30-something odd missiles. You will always need your launcher and some expansions to do it. It'll never just be a bunch of expansions that get you access to it.
I'm curious about something. Is it possible Varia is in plasma processing? I appreciate the moment of silence if you contribute that horrifying thought that I had.
I think we need grapple for it, but otherwise, yes.
Well, grapple's got to be somewhere, you know.
Grapple does have to be somewhere. That
Yeah.
is how this randomizer works. So I imagine we just want to check the other elevator here. Presumably will take us to the top of... Alright, Lokir wants to check plasma processing, which, I mean, you don't need grapple to get it. It's just logically. This is, like, not a terrible spot to think that Phazon Suit might be.
I think the thing is, if it somehow is Varia, and I hope it's not, then you at least know that Varia is grapple locked.
Mm-hmm.
Also, maybe just going for the elevator? No? Okay, we're gonna see it. I forget, where was Twin Fire's elevator?
The other Farchozo one. So yeah, there's not much reason to book it through Magmore here.
Yeah, okay.
And now it's still at the end of the day. We haven't even seen all of labs yet, so Gravity could just be chilling in like Research Lab Aether or something.
Oh god.
Barely avoids the fall.
That is why I don't spider up that track anymore.
I use spider sometimes, but I try to like start to hold back towards the pillar, the center of the pillar when I unmorph to get that momentum. Hey, all right. Lokir was working on this just the other day. Got it down.
Oh my god!
Way! No way!
I'm so good, dude. What?
I don't know if you want to follow this though.
No,
like,
you don't, because it's you know it's not grapple. You know that this is not lock grapple.
Like, Phazon is, I think, now more likely in Magmore than anywhere else. But
yeah,
still, I don't think I want to follow this. I'd rather just...
Yeah, I'd still, like, prioritize...
Stay in logic, get my hint. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find that grapple beam. Oh, man.
Yes, it does require beginner knowledge to know that Far Magmore is not superheated. But yeah, this room being heated, and we don't have any hell runs in logic, so getting into here was not in logic until Varia showed up. Right, our health is not good here. I'm gonna take the safe strand here. Yep. Oh, not gonna take the safe strand here. All right, we're alive.
There's no.
All right, Magmores always drop a red health, so that's 20 back for us.
And if I'm remembering correctly, killing it with ice will make it drop it instantly.
Oh, interesting.
Just
I was not aware of that. That's actually really good to know, because yeah, for some reason these guys take forever to despawn and drop their health.
Yeah. It might be ice missile.
Yeah, because of the instant shatter. That makes sense. Maybe grapple and cargo freight. Yeah. Grapple on its own didn't like open the sea up for us. So I'm like more inclined to believe that grapple is behind like all this stuff. Well, not this stuff, I guess. Not Varia, but yeah, plant having it seems plausible. Oh boy. Alright, we're alive. There's one more turret upstairs we gotta worry about. Oh, thanks for the PVs on that we need help.
Prime drops, everybody.
Yeah, gravity is cargo freight or labs. I think there's no other options now except that. And then that pretty much opens everything up, and I think grapple can be anywhere at that point. Except in Magmore. Oh, what's that? Oh, you tank. Well, we took that.
Yeah. Lokir definitely be taking that right now.
So we got into the game started with us stuck in Talon and Fen. The only ways out of that conundrum were to advance all the way through mines, which is what the runners did, or to go through frigate. And now we know that the logical option was not to go through mines, because we found power bombs after that play when you shouldn't have been able to get through the PPC elevator to main quarry without power bombs. So we know at this point, logically, you had to make the forward frigate play at some point, which means gravity has to be somewhere available in Fen or early Talon. Yeah, so this is all coming from the fact that like both Fen elevators went to early Talon, and then the only other early Talon elevator went to mines. And so at that point, you're really limited in how you can ever get to Chozo or Magmor. Wrong is... I don't know if I'd put it that way. Like, I was surprised. So, like, you skipped an item, right? Like, if you're making this play and you're following the logic. But the two things we could have skipped are main power bombs, which is totally fine because we have some power bombs. Or you skipped gravity, which is like only a problem if you want to do exactly the few things that gravity helps you with, which really is not that much. So like you're pretty okay as a runner to cut that part of the logic chain out. It's just you didn't know which one you had skipped until you saw the other. But yeah, it is often, but not always faster to... Well, I don't even know if it's often. It is sometimes correct to skip logic, and it is sometimes correct to not.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, if I'm either of these racers, if I'm in this race, under the race pressure, and doing this seed, I am totally forgetting what it is and isn't in logic.
That's fair, yeah, especially as
my
it
brain
goes
is,
on.
Like, I'm just watching it and my brain is so jumbled.
I do a significantly better job when I'm running the seed than when I'm calling it and or watching it. Like it does kind of help when you're in the super focused race mode rather than like trying to talk about it or maybe being distracted by whatever else is going on in your PC while you're watching it, that kind of stuff. But still, it can be easy to lose the thread, for sure. Especially when you if you're like me and you assumed that it was power bombs that opened the seed up, and then you realize you were wrong half an hour in. Like remembering what other assumptions were built on that foundation that are now also wrong. That's where you can really start to lose the plot. I'm still shocked that we haven't done labs, right? Like, I mean, at this point, it's one of those you've skipped it for so long. Like, if you going back to it is kind of like almost an admission of like, I don't know. You have to hope that nothing was there, because if something was there and your opponent had it a million years ago, you going back now and getting it doesn't necessarily put you in a winning position.
Well, the thing is, the way Lokir has played it, the seed has kind of pushed him forward, and so he hasn't really had an incentive to go back to labs where there are so few checks available.
That is actually a very interesting face on suit location, though. If it is just a magma pool locked by grapple somewhere. Ay. Remember how 15 minutes in I was like, wow, this is gonna be so jet. Oh my gosh. Imagine getting space jump in all beams in 15 minutes and it's still a trash seed.
I mentioned at the start how watching the 4 races we already had today feels like a week. I feel like I've experienced another entire week just watching this. I just have to take a break from watching Prime for a few hours.
Yeah, we have 4 more races tomorrow.
It turns out that when you have 2 weeks dedicated to one round, it makes the next round feel a lot more cramped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 19 races a week is quite a few. We might be down to 18. Oh no, we're down to 18 now, I think.
Yeah, we are down to 18.
Yeah.
So, Lokir finally. Okay, I think they saved. I think he saved. So this is I'm guessing just a... Well, I'm checking labs now.
Oh, you would feel so terrible here if Grapple's here. That would be... Like, I don't think it is, but it could be.
I mean, it could be, and it's going to be interesting because if Lokir finds that, he's going to think he's behind, but he's not.
Yeah, he would be way ahead. Link, at least scouted the top of Observatory, but after falling, trying to get across to the other door here, they eventually gave up.
Yeah, could not make it across.
So we've not seen Control Tower, Aether, or... Oh, Link did scout Research Core.
Yeah,
so it's actually only Control Tower and Aether left.
There's the R jump.
What was this?
Power bomb expansion, I think.
Huh.
It was
probably not super interesting when you have mains already.
Yeah.
Dodge the fight scene, or the fight trigger. Holy cow! Oh yeah, Lokir with the likes this kind of go around strat rather than the go over. Remember that from his last race. And Link has nabbed that boost out of Chozo.
Yeah, it's not so much that it's big, it's just that it's kind of not where you expect it to be, so to speak.
Yeah, better to.
The thing is, it's very easy to accidentally hit it and be like, "Wait, that was part of the trigger."
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Even if it loses you a few frames, I'll take that over hitting the fight every once in a while because that is huge time loss. All right, something's got to be coming up here, right? Or is it just cargo freight? Nope. Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Look here, thrilled. I wonder, does this bring him back to the X-ray? Because now you do not get punished nearly as much when you fail the trick.
I He's definitely pushing forward. But
yeah, maybe this way you go this way. No
the elevator.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see if he goes up or down here, though. I kind of like recommitting to it. He was so close. And, like, now you can freely escape. Yeah, he's going back. I like this.
So that strongly implies that grapple is in frigate.
Frigate, plant. I mean, so assuming that like lower tree hall goes to Chozo.
Okay,
all of Chozo came into logic at the same time as frigate. So I think it's equally likely any of those checks.
But yeah. All of which are places people generally don't want to go. So
right. My money honestly is on Life Grove now. Because maybe so you get gravity, it opens up Chozo, you get boost.
Yeah.
And you get main PPs. So Life Grove is looking pretty interesting to me right now. But that would just be for grapple. And now I'm still pretty high on Magmore for holding our Phazon suit. Could just be chilling in lower mines. Nicely done, Lokir. Huge trick there. Lokir is in a pretty commanding position now, I think.
Yeah. Of course, what just occurred to me is, does Lokir know how to get through lower mines without grapple?
I think so, yes.
I would like to say yes. I'm not 100% sure. But
I think he uses the same standable method in MQB that I do. And that's... what else do you really need it for? I know he knows like the R jump in Fungal Hall A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's.
And now, yeah, the Lokir doing the classic. Wait, where did my elevators go again?
Yeah. Talon or Talon? But yeah, this is nice. The PPC, you know, we get dumped out in early Talon. Early Talon also took us to PPC, which is exactly where we want to be. Now I'm remembering, where the heck were the rest of our artifacts besides PCA? So we have two in lower mats. Fungal Hall,
Yeah, Fungal Hall access.
Yeah, or access.
Fungal Hall access. PCA.
Oh, and Lokir's not done then Shaft. So they're
Yeah.
Lokirs are all in lower mines.
Yeah.
Grav in Research Lab, Aether, Varia in Plasma Processing.
Yeah. No disrespect to Lokir. I think it would be very impressive for him to finish within the next 25 minutes. So I think we will almost certainly be seeing 2-hour seed.
Yeah, kind of fortunate this ended up being the last save of the night. I ain't got nowhere to be.
And boy, what a needed 10. That guy. I feel bad for all those Euros who had to go to bed early. Because, my god.
I don't actually know if a save word does as much good here. Mate. I think it's actually slower to save warp here, honestly.
I think, well,
because the Q-Mon elevator is a little better for us, I think, than Shorelines.
Yeah, because Lokir had to reset after beating Thordis. I hope that he remembers that and doesn't go into Quarantine Cave and remember, oh, right, Rockman's still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lokir went back after Grav and pulled off the slope jump this time. It's one of those like didn't even fall in the drink now that he had Grav. It was like just that extra bit of kind of confidence in being able to.
He did fall once.
Oh, he did fall once? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. Not having to blow your way out of there.
Just gonna head back to Shorelines. Map check. Not sure why he was looking at Chozo. Wait, Lokir only has 2 artifacts. Did he miss one in Chozo? Oh, did he lose something when he reset? He also doesn't know what he is missing anymore. Oh no. So what did he reset?
What was the other one? I don't think it was in Chozo.
Oh, that'd be okay. It's not so bad if he had to go back.
Root Cave?
Oh, possibly.
It's got to be Root Cave.
Oh, that's sharp. I have never paid attention to which artifacts are where when they light up on that screen there. Okay.
Yeah. Like
so
I mean, worst case scenario is he just gets the hint again and is gonna see it's Root Cave and be like, okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah, we're passing right by this area anyways. Not a huge deal routing wise. Similarly, we're passing right by Root Cave again. Not a big deal. So yeah, that resetting the 1 artifact really not a huge setback as long as Lokir can get the Root Cave dash again.
Yeah. He definitely got Gallery. And I cannot imagine he missed Watery Hall access. I think Root Cave is the most likely answer.
Yeah, I think Lokir reset the entire early Talon play. Because I think he did early Talon and then came back to Fen. And so that's why he doesn't have the hints and doesn't have the Talon artifact. So that makes sense. Yeah, Link locates those main PBs.
Now is Link gonna find Faria?
Yeah, that is a trash Varia location if you don't pick it up now. Kind of hard to remember that that's even an option when you're not like down here. With one, I think you want this.
I think there are definitely players who would not take the time to get this, but
if I had two, I am fine. But with one, I want these. Well, I want any.
yeah, no. I mean, grapple can't be in the lower mines anyway, unless I'm mistaken. These settings.
Yes, I think you. Well,
I don't think
pretty
any
sure
of
you
the,
need it for MQB at least.
Yeah, I don't think any of the grapple. Well, that.
I don't know if you need it for like Fungal Hall A. I don't know. It's an
I
interesting
think
question.
I can't. I don't think that would be beginner.
Yeah.
But
Can be in Fungal Hall access. Okay.
yeah, okay, fungal access. Well, not in this seed.
Yep. Yeah, in this seed we know it's not before Fungal Hall access because we've seen everything else. Well, we haven't seen MQA, I guess. So I guess it could be MQA.
Okay, Link is just pushing through.
Oh, right. Yeah, can't. Yeah, right. Because Grapple's locking X-ray. What am I talking about? So yeah, it's never there.
Yeah.
Now I'm losing the plot. All right. Yep. Look, you're setting up for Root Cave here.
And Root Cave being its usual Root Cave self.
Oh, interesting. Link is proceeding in the Magmore, but didn't actually check plasma processing.
Please.
Huh.
Yeah, not with this many.
Yeah, this is not going to go
without.
well.
I mean, where was their last? Yeah, they were already instantly down an E-tank. Yeah. I don't remember where their last save was, but
Imagine that was like Phazon suit though. You just spike it really early.
I mean, at least you'd have the knowledge.
Yeah. Alright, where had they saved last? Hopefully recently, if they were attempting that.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, they forfeited.
Oof.
Yeah, tough seed. Tough seed.
If this were a race, I wouldn't want to be playing this either. But Lokir still has to finish.
Yep.
But at this point, that's they all but assured.
I missed in race time 20 minutes ago. Lokir says, I'm having words with TGC. Oh my god, we have the bad layer here now because of plasma processing. Yeah, Lokir says in race time, I'm having words with TGC tomorrow.
Why wait? Just wake him up right now.
TGC genned all the seats today. Even we had some of the other TOs open the rooms, but this is all the work of the Ginger Man today.
I can understand wanting to, still wanting to go fast in practice, but at this point I'd be just kind of like chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Not going super hard. Lokir, look to your right.
Yep, second pass. They assume that you opened the grate the first time.
Yeah, we've all done it, so. Yeah, you do have to. Lokir will have to finish
Yep.
in order to get the win. Speaking from experience. Although, at this, I mean, it does give you the chance to practice the grapple-less movement through lower mines. It gives you a chance to practice OP.
Looker was telling me before that he's only fought final bosses like once or twice in the past few months. Even in his practice seats, he hasn't been doing it. I think the first race he forfeited. So, we'll be forced to practice them today. As well as our friend OP. No getting around that today. PC artifact. We do not need to kill the drone. We do not need to kill the drone. And we're joined by Link. Welcome in. GG's.
Hello.
Sorry that was rough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
pretty much,
I was way
that's pretty much
behind.
how we feel. Oh.
hour and a half in, hour 40 minutes in, no suits. I was like, the hell is going on?
Yeah,
Well,
Lokir's been having a heck of a time with the seed as well. But yeah, go ahead, Tokaba.
Yeah. I
uh,
found the other two beams right off the bat, but it was the suits that I was having issues with. And I took that death, and I was like, wait, when was the last time I saved? So I was landing, so I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm catching up at that point.
Yeah, Lokir is in a pretty good position now. Is in at least artifact mode. We still have no idea where Phazon is. But yeah, so the story of the seed. Both of you made that Farfen play and had a heck of a time in Gravity Chamber trying to get that X-ray, knowing that it would kind of break the seed open. Both of you ended up giving up and moving on to Chozo. The key kind of piece of logic that was missing the whole time was Gravity Suit was available. It was in Research Lab Aether, which you could have gotten by going through labs backwards. That gets you through Frigate, which gets you into Chozo, and actually gets you to those main PBs that let you go through mines.
I had a feeling there was something I was missing in labs with the elevator that went to Quarantine Cave. I was like, because Spiral was Fin Canyon. I was like, and then Thermal Visor was shortly after that. And I was like, if I swear, because I was thinking either mines ends up leading somewhere like Chozo, which I was apparently right about that. And then I was also thinking Farfen didn't really have much, so backwards labs probably is the play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
You'll love to hear where the stupid Varia suit was.
Where?
It was in plasma processing.
Oh my.
So we still don't know where the heck this grapple beam is that puts that, as well as our X-ray and logic. Lokir's done a lot. We have not seen Frigate, which we know is in logic with the gravity. We've not seen the Life Grove area. We've not seen Flagra. Those are really the only places.
I'm gonna call it right now. Grapple is gonna be somewhere in Frigate.
It's entirely possible. I think
Grapple
Life Grove is the
20.
best bet. With like you go through Frigate, you get to Chozo and get that boost, and then take it back to Life Grove. That's kind of my gut feel, is that Grapple's going to be in like Life Grove. But
Well, if I recall correctly, the the elevator that was Upper Mines entrance led to Chozo near Sun Chamber.
right, yep.
Yep.
But
And
we
from
couldn't
there-
logically.
Technically, was logical access to Chozo.
So logically, we couldn't go that way because we didn't have power bombs to get through the room after PPC, and there was then no way to get to Magmore. So the
right.
only path forward through the seed was through Frigate. And now I don't think we've actually seen exactly where Lower Great Tree Hall went, unless it. I assume
No.
it must go somewhere in Chozo, probably far Chozo.
Well, I found both elevators
Yeah, I think it has to go.
before Chozo. One of
Love
them
Lake.
led to. Both of them led to Magmore. One was quarantine monitor beyond the debris, and the other one was Twin Fires.
Yeah,
If it goes to Magmore, then Grapple is in Frigate, and we're supposed to get the Varia right away. No, because we don't have boost. We somehow have to get to Chozo.
So, I would
And we can't
assume
use boost.
the other elevator at Quarantine Monitor led probably Great Tree Hall, whatever it's called.
Quarantine Monitor went also to Early Talon. That was like what kind of made the seed super awkward. Is like Fen and Early Talon were like both connected to each other, which meant like there like wasn't many good elevators to take until we found a way through Frigate or found power bombs to get through mines, and we ended up learning that the power bombs were not available. Yeah, very strange. Look, you're not killing Hunter Metroids. That's a bold move.
Yeah,
It is a bold move too.
yeah. Yeah, as soon as that forfeit dropped, Lokir spawned Lokir. Like, bro, just you can take your time, you know.
We are lacking
I
grapple.
know you want to get this seat over with. And by the way, Brawler pointing out, we have Phase on.
Yeah, we
Still don't have Phase
know.
on.
If the seed's feeling nice, it'll just be on path here in Lower Mines.
Yeah. The three places I can think of, because I don't really remember the hints that well. A check that's coming up here very soon that requires power bombs in the floor. Metroid Quarantine B, non-super missile, and I think Omega Pirate.
I'm not sure if you're not aware. Regular bombs do this check too, as weird demos. Yep.
I
But
always
power
assumed it
bomb
was
is
power
nice
bombs.
for getting rid of the Metroids.
True. Yeah. it is almost required sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you're very quick at getting the slope jump. Yeah.
Plus, if you use a power bomb on that, you don't have to worry about the Metroid following you.
Right. One left.
I think I died with 3 artifacts, I think. Those suits. God.
Yeah, this was a really tough seed. these even
Whoever
weekly seeds.
ginned that one needs like needs to ban from ginning seeds the rest of the tournament.
TGC rolled some
See,
stinkers for that.
the problem is I'm pretty sure every TO is banned from generating seeds already. So
Cause holy crap.
Up here with these stand in the middle of the 4 pirates in the face on strat. Love it. There is you can use the Phazon as a standable and do an R jump up to the ledge, which might have been like what he was thinking about. But yeah, gonna back up to this. That's actually a little standard I was not aware of. I usually
I
jump
didn't know
up
about
to
that
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to do that standable that Lokir has done, or just did. It's an nav spider.
I don't think we have needed Varia for anything yet, which is why I am very suspicious of Phazon being in Magmor. But at this point, I think you just want to get the hint. I mean, we're going to pop right out by Artifact Temple anyways.
Left in Magmor? I don't think there's anywhere left in Magmor.
I don't think we saw any of the early Magmor checks, did we? Aside from like we saw Lower Fiery Shores on Link's side right at the end, but I don't think Lokir went all the way through Magmor, did he?
I thought.
Oh, he full cleared Magmor? Oh, huh. I'm paying attention. Lokir full clear.
Look, this seed has been so much.
So yeah, if Lokir full cleared Magmor, then Phazon could be on OP. Or somewhere in Frigate.
Lokir not going for the manip here on OP. Rolled straight forward into the room. I'm going to kind of go at a bit of an angle, and then that gives you some room to not let him look at you dead on when the fight starts. Honestly, with missile spam, you honestly don't lose a ton of time. But you do take a little bit of extra damage. What kind of pirates we get? Power pirates. Oh, Magma Pool's a good bet. Yeah, we have not seen any of the 3 checks in that little area. Plant still available, Frigate still available, Life Grove. Upper Mines? Did we? I don't think we've seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen Elite Research or SDA.
STA, I think Link got to, but I don't think. I don't think we saw Elite Research.
We did do that. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, that was like. It got one of his shoulder pads. So
progress, I guess.
Something, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Oh, that was so close to connecting, and that would have been enough damage.
Yeah, it could be vanilla. Could just be straight up vanilla.
That would be nice, which means it's probably not going to happen, given everything else in this scene.
Lokir was going for the super strat, but the last super barely did not connect in time.
Yeah, I think the pirates were kind of in the way and or distracting. That's where you spawn, huh? I would not have thought that was the farthest pool.
Well, I think Lokir forgot that the pool he was looking at was the one he was in before.
Oh, that's still true between phases?
I mean, it must be, because that's what happened.
I guess, yeah.
I just always assumed that that was the case, but, you know, I never had it confirmed, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of assumed it just got zeroed out every time his armor came back. But yeah, guess not. Learning new things. Learning things I hopefully never need to apply, because I'm always going to one-cycle OP, right? Never miss it? Question mark? Nice little song. Hey, that ought to be 6 for Lokir. If I've been counting right, anyways.
I think Lokir quit out on the Root Cave Dash.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have another shot at it, I suppose.
But unless he finds grapple somewhere.
I guess I kind of like that. No, it doesn't matter, right? Grapple's never down here.
I think Lokir should have saved to get to. Where does this elevator?
This goes back to early talent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, this is fine.
Just I think I see the pirates and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to.
Oh yeah, this room is Slayer is trash. Look,
Uh,
don't get this though.
yeah, this.
Unless it's just maybe this is just a I have so little left. I'm gonna go find Phazon suit up here.
Yeah. Prime After Dark, everybody. It's not actually dark where I am, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this.
I guess he's gonna check Elite Research, just because he doesn't want to have to come back here.
Yeah.
Here, which I, you know.
Look, you're going to be in the same boat here with ore processing being kind of a butt of a room with no grapple. Gonna go for the strat here. And nope.
It's a tiny bit of not slope that you can stand on, and the rest is just slippy slidey.
Alright, we are going to see Elite Research. This is a couple new checks.
Oh,
wow!
And there it is.
All right.
Sometimes it just works. And yeah, I think if Lokir had gone back to get that hint and seen that it was in Phazon Mines, he would have had some thoughts.
I mean, it's not even that big of a time loss, right? Like, your Phazon Mines elevator is right there in early Talon.
No, but it's definitely like, oh, really? I just want to be done. You can tell, you know Lokir is like, you know Lokir is just being like, God, just let it be over soon, please. Just let me out.
Oh, I'm very interested to see where the heck this grapple beam was. Oh no, we haven't done this fight.
Yeah, everyone in chat, place your bets on where you think grapple was. Or just put it another way, place your bets on where you think grapple still is, and we'll never be gone from.
Okay, finally, all the pirates down. You're allowed to leave. Music restarts? That's kind of odd.
Yeah. Well, at least this room is fixed now, so the lock. You don't have to come all the way to the door to engage the lock.
Yeah, that would have been pretty annoying here. What? What are these PBs? 4 PBs. This elevator goes to Chozo.
Lokir, get out!
Did Lokir not remember which elevator went where in Mines? I mean, it's been 2 hours, right? Like, your brain is mush, practically mush at this point.
Lokir,
okay, this makes more sense as to why Lokir came this way, Pop.
Okay.
If you thought that this was...
and it accidentally paid off. Man, if this is what looking blessed by Prime looks like, I don't know what. I don't want to see what being cursed looks like. Lokir, I I think it's faster to save warp. Maybe?
Probably at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I.
We're doing this check. Seriously. Oh no, we don't have grapple. We can't.
Yeah,
even...
we don't. What?
Oh, I'm looking forward to this interview.
I can't tell whether he's doing this on purpose or not.
Lokir posted
Like,
next time. You ever stumble upon Phazon suit because you forgot which elevator was which? Amazing.
No, we're in full Lokir mode now.
Oh no. He's doing his best for us, folks. It's been 2 hours. Human beings were not meant to be playing Metroid Prime for that long.
Not with these settings.
I think Brawler made a good point in chat, honestly, saying that Lokir's honestly just done with the seed. Buddy, I am right there with Lokir. The seed was trash.
I don't know that I would call this the best seed of the day, but this was certainly the most seed of the day.
Yeah, that is an inarguable fact. Oh, gosh. Why was the Varia there? Why was it in such a troll spot and then useless? How can you get all 4 beams in Space Jump in 15 minutes and have the seed be this bad? Just... wow. Yeah, random elevators. They can make some weird stuff when the elevators are arranged in, like, bizarre ways. This is kind of an example of that.
Sam, I am right there with you. I do pray that TGC didn't join your seat too, because, oh my god, I don't want anyone to go through that crap.
Reggie has made some real clunkers as well. As Tokapa said, there are no safe choices.
Yeah,
Randomizer.
they're all banned.
Like, at that point, with how bad the seed was, I would not have been surprised if it was Jin by Bash.
Oh boy. Alright, well, we don't even have 6 artifacts. I was just kind of assuming that we were going to find the bosses. But wait, there's more! Root Cave Dash for the 3rd time.
I don't remember if I said it, but I definitely was thinking when Lokir was doing that dash. I was like, I would not do this now. I would wait until, because this is one you can put off to the end, and maybe you have grapple.
No, Lokir, please.
Yeah,
okay. Oh no, this is
okay. No, he's going. Yeah. He's going
oh no. Please go right. You don't have all the artifacts.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say he remembered, but he then.
Oh no.
Man, Lokir's really just big trolling us, and not even doing it on purpose.
Well, it was a bold prediction, thinking that Lokir would not sub to this, but it appears that you are correct. Yeah, no, I am teasing Lokir because he is a friend, but this was a nightmare of a seed.
Yeah, Lokir only has one thing on his brain right now, and that's
Get me out of here.
and that's done. Like he's already mentally typing it in his head, even though it's race time and you don't have to type done. But yeah, we're exhausted and we're not even playing, so.
Oh. No.
Oh, okay.
We're the crazy ones.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
All right. Apparently, Lokir did succeed at Root Cave Dash while we weren't looking or something.
We we're all out.
That's appropriate, I guess.
We're all out of it in different ways. It turns out we were the Lokir all along.
Yeah. Still no grapple beat. Not going for the, gotta manip to get Ridley close to the wall there. You may see some dashing here. Yeah, unfortunate. At least we're not getting chain dashed here. Yeah, 145 missiles has Lokir. We don't even have Wave Buster. All we have is Flamethrower.
Yeah, no Wave Buster, no Ice Splitter.
Invincibility. X-Beam strats. Okay. Ridley is down. Never to be seen again today, anyways.
I will note something. Assuming that no one else drops out and that my math's not incorrect, Link, at least you get a week off next week. I think.
You dodged door rando too. That can be real.
I might be incorrect, and it's still possible someone else could drop. But if my math is correct, you're getting the bye next week. Consider that a small consolation prize for this. I'm not sure if Link is with us, but
seems in the future. You think Lokir is going to bring out the flamethrower with this many missiles and this much time? Ooh, getting escorted there by those Metroids. Decently comfy exo here, plenty of health. Kind of like Ice Spreader probably on Lokir's end, but at least we have supers. That's really the big ticket item. Hey, has anybody had to fight exo without supers like this entire tournament so far? I feel like supers have been showing up like always.
Yeah, I don't know. Top of my head.
Oh, I guess Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a pretty interesting reason for that one.
Yeah. Of course, technically, logically, you did have to have supers for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it was Jeff's own fault.
So yeah, he didn't have to fight exo without supers. He chose to.
Logic is just a suggestion. Alright, we get a super before this wave phase, which is nice. Brings that down to 1 shot rather than, what, 6?
Anyways, Baja, the Kappa, you gotta hop off once Lokir finishes the race. Tell him GG for me,
Yeah, will do.
Absolutely.
and tell him I also hated the scene.
I don't think he needs to be told that, but we'll relay the
Yeah, GG's. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. We'll see you next time.
Same goes to you, Baja, if you're in it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're racing tomorrow. It's kind of we have like so many missiles that we can just use 2 supers in every power phase.
I noticed he was doing that at first, and I wasn't sure if it was on purpose or not. But
yeah, 1 super, 1 charge shot is enough to get the kill. But I mean, super's home, so why not? If you've got the ammo.
yeah.
Phase here, it's a chamber 3 even. Oh, we can see whatever we want from EXO. Well, whatever it wants, I suppose. Hopefully, also what we want. Yeah, we take power.
But Ecto does not.
Yeah, Ice Beam can be pretty easy to land. The amount of Exo moves around. Oh, that was a lot of lava right to the face. This is like the one attack. I mean, we have so much health that it doesn't really matter, but if there's any attack not to get hit by besides these orbs, it is the plasma beam.
really liking the orbs today.
Oh, wow, it speeds up just as it's taking damage here. 2 more phases, I think. You can slow down whenever you would like, Exo. Nope. Okay, sure. That's cool too. All right, one last phase here. That was so fast, I didn't even see what it switched to besides plasma there. Yeah, this does kind of go to show, so you can manipulate Exo into doing only its melee attacks, and you can also kind of get more damage in that's running by and turning around to help short some of these phases. And this kind of goes to show how the fight can really get out of hand if you let Exo have its way. Alright, one final challenge. Our Essence fight. Have both visors. It was a cool cutscene. I am glad though that we get to keep the music even when you skip it. Used to do this fight in awkward silence in older versions of Randomania, or the patcher, anyways. Also, not absorbing any of the health. Like 2 tanks isn't actually that much for this fight.
It can't get out of hand. You got you got all visors. You got 5 power bombs. I don't think it should be that much of an issue. It can get out of hand if you let it. 2 minutes ago, Lokir, my brain is so fried.
Yep, I get that. Quite enough damage there. But we are into the next pool here. Should be able to pretty rapidly finish it off here. And that will do it.
There we go.
It's your GG's. Well earned.
G.
Looks like Lokir will be joining us momentarily for an interview. And yeah, here he is. Welcome in, Lokir. GG's.
GG. I am so tired.
Humans were not meant to withstand that much prime in one sitting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was so much that went wrong on my end. Like, routing was not ideal. Execution was spotty. I mean, there was I left a lot to be desired, I think. But also that seed was not good.
It's remarkable how it took us like 2 hours after finding all 4 beams in spaceship to finish. And like it wasn't even like wow, these guys don't know what they're doing. Like it was just, yeah. How is it that bad with starting off with so much equipment?
When I saw Varia, that's when I knew. That's when I knew.
It didn't even do anything. It was just there to troll.
I think you knew before then. That was, but
Yeah, but I mean,
it just kept getting worse.
that was when I knew we had something special.
Yeah, truly an experience. By the way, GG's on behalf of Link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
GG's.
Yeah,
It go-
GG
and,
Link.
and I think it goes without saying, but he wanted us to tell you that he hated this seed too. So
Yeah, it was really bad. Was there anything specific that happened, or was it just seed bad for him?
Seed bad, and then he took a death doing like some VMR or Magmore stuff, but hadn't saved in a long time.
Yeah,
So that was a huge setback.
yeah. Those like losing 30 minutes of progress type type deaths are like really demoralizing. So I get that.
Yeah, especially when the rest of the seed hadn't been going terribly well.
No.
The gravity chamber was not kind to either of you. Both of you went for it, fell in the drink.
Oh no.
Kind of like remember how to get out.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess it's time to relearn this on the fly, and then I relearned it, and I was like, oh,
we were
great.
saying this is not something you want to be learning on the fly.
Yeah, no, it's
It
not.
helps if you
It's-
like have done it before at least.
Yeah,
but-
I've done it like. The thing is, I've done it, but the last time I did it was like over a year ago, so
Yeah.
that doesn't really help.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely didn't see your mouse cursor click back in.
no, that didn't happen. But yeah, God, I mean, after I got out the first time, I should have left. I mean, I don't know. That's like one of my biggest weaknesses as a player in both this and Echoes is if I know that I've like done a trick before and like I'm like, oh, I'm pretty confident I can do this. Like, I'm way too stubborn before I like give up on it. Like I got out the first time, and I was like, I know I can get this slope jump to this item, but I'm like, I just needed to leave because the punishment for failing was too high to stay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Like it's so hard to leave that there when like grapple could be literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Getting that X-ray pretty much puts you in go mode as long as it stays
I stumbled on gravity because in my mind I was like, oh, I'm not logically able to leave mines the way into Chozo the way I did without grapple, right? So I'm like, so the only other place it could really be is like, I had kind of forgotten about the Talon elevator and Shorelines as you saw at the end as well when I forgot about the Talon elevator.
I thought you were just making the well, I guess it's still in mines. I might as well check while I'm here. Play.
I thought I was going to the elevator to Talon, but I was going to the elevator to Chozo.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense than to like route those checks in on the way. If you're heading up.
I was my brain at that point was just ruined. Like gravity chamber was so demoralizing. I was so freaked out after that. Like yeah.
So grapple was in Life Grove, which I don't remember where the upper tree hall
Life
elevator
Grove?
was, but
I
I think that suggested wanted you to get boost in Chozo. Go back.
What the heck?
And then
Yeah, so this was a logical forward frigate seed because the PBs were the only way to get because you couldn't go through mines without PBs.
So my logic cue that I had to go back to labs was correct, but then the logic was go through frigate. Okay, so I'm glad I made that play. That was one of the few actually good plays I made.
Yeah, I had actually spent most of the seed thinking that you would skip being PBs in labs, which like also was a perfectly fine thing to do.
Yeah,
because you had some. Like it was that or Grav, and like Grav is mostly skippable too. Yeah, weird seed.
Wait, how do I comment on race time? Oh, it's exclamation. That's right. Anyway, yeah.
Good comment.
What a seed. What an emotional. I
But hey, think about it. At the end of the day, you got the win. You got
win is a win, even if it's a Pyrrhic victory. I guess.
yeah, you got about a week to just big chill.
Yeah,
That's
and then-
true. Now I
and
get
we
to
get-
think about doors.
Oh, we
instead of
love door
elevators.
rando.
Oh, yeah.
We
You thought-
love doors.
You thought-
Look, I-
if there is not a seed longer than 2 hours 20 during door rando week, I will be surprised. There's at least one of them is going to be Mondo Curse.
I'm
Look,
I'm
you-
cautiously excited.
look, you're just gonna get lucky. All the doors are gonna be blue.
True.
Every single one.
Every single door. All right. I don't think I have too much else to add, and I don't want to keep you guys here longer. So
You know,
We'll let the speed
we've
speak for itself.
we've said it all. So
yeah. Thank you to our crew. Oh my gosh, what a long time to have to do this. I'm sorry. Thank you to Baja. Thank you to Tokapa. Thank you to Op. Thank you to
Yeah.
SpeedGaming.
yeah, shout out to Avina and Op for tracking this
Shout outs to
monstrosity,
Link as well.
for having to pay attention this entire time.
Follow everyone I just mentioned. They're all cool people.
Yeah, follow Lokir as well. Also cool people.